Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Thought I'd pop on here for just a moment and share a couple of pictures with you real quick. This is my new tower. We got it set up full height into the air, which was a pretty spectacular moment for me. Had to let it back down so we can put some antennas on it, but I got all the guys set, and it's ready to put antennas on and then hopefully run it back up soon. The other thing I was going to share is if anybody was wanting to get on to the D-Star, our new repeater, HRO had a sale started today on the ICOM ID 5100A, and they've put it up for $399.95, which is $40 off of its regular price. So, be a good way to get on the D-Star.
Good evening and welcome to the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society 2-meter net. This is W0ZAC, Whiskey 0 Zulu Alpha Charlie, net control for tonight's net. My name is Zach, Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel, and I'm located in Mount Vernon. This net meets every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. local time on the W0OAR repeater at a frequency of 146.97 with a negative offset and PL tone of 162.2 Hertz. This net is also available on NetLogger for all who wish to check in early. This is an informal directed net, but it can be interrupted at any time if there is emergency traffic. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. Nothing heard. I will now make a few announcements of interest to amateur radio. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette. The meeting begins at 7 p.m., but you're welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation before the meeting begins. Individuals pay for their own meal, but of course you don't have to eat to attend the meeting. All are welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. More to follow. The next meeting will be on Saturday, December 10th, and we will be electing club officers for 2023. This is also the night of our Christmas party. There will be a Chinese gift exchange with a $25 limit for those who wish to participate. Plans are in the works for the first annual New Year's Eve net. This will be a multi-club event hopping between multiple repeaters and net control stations all evening until we welcome in 2023 at midnight. It'll be a fun night for hams all around southwest Missouri. Multiple check-ins and rag chews are encouraged, and all the fun will be streamed live on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel, as well as the Smart Facebook page. This net is also being streamed live on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to hear how you sound on the air, or if you missed part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Okay, nothing heard. We'll go ahead and start taking check-ins. We'll now begin taking check-ins. When you check in, please space your calls. Give your call sign phonetically, then the regular way, along with your name and location. Check-ins will be acknowledged, and then comments or announcements will be invited from each station. We will begin with our NetLogger check-ins, and first on the list is AE0OC. Wes, how are you this evening?
Well, hello, Zach, and thanks for running the net tonight. And hello to everyone else on the net also. I'm doing pretty good. Had kind of an exciting few days here. Got my tower ran up for the first time and ran back down so I can put antennas on it, but get all the guys set and ready to go back up again. And then today I ordered a new radio.
Fantastic. Well, that's a pretty productive day then. Glad the tower's working out.
Yeah, unfortunately I haven't got a whole lot done on it since running it up that first round, but I did do a little bit of making a pattern for a part that I'm going to build for it. But other than that, haven't had much chance to get on that. I got a deer gave to me yesterday, and we spent a good part of the day butchering it. And today I was dealing with nurses all day. But the radio I got was an ID 5100A, so I will be D-Star compatible before much longer. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very good. Well, it's Christmas come early for Wes. Wes, thanks for checking in tonight. Appreciate you being here. We'll jump down to the next NetLogger check-in, KE0MAD. Sean, how are you this evening?
I'm doing pretty good, Zach. And hello to everybody else on the net. And not a whole lot going on today, but I splurged and bought me a new antenna to put on my pickup. A whopping $80 antenna. It has pretty good gain. SBB7. I've heard a lot of people talk good about them, so we'll see if I like it.
Did you say an SBB7?
Roger.
Very good. I've got the SBB5 on my pickup. It seems to work pretty well for me.
Yeah, I've got the SBB5 on my pickup now, but I want something that's got just a little more gain, so I bought the SBB7. It's like 15 inches taller, or maybe 17 inches taller, so I don't think it'll be too much antenna, but it's still going to be quite a bit more.
Yeah, that's a good size one. That's why I went with the 5. I figured that was tall enough to be effective, but short enough to not be cumbersome for where I've got to be traveling. Sean, you got anything else for the net tonight?
Nope. Come one, come all. Let's beat the record. It's an awfully big one anyway. Thanks for doing the net, Zach. K0M80.
Betcha, Sean. Thanks for checking in tonight. We'll jump down to the next NetLogger check-in, K0GUN. Gordon, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, Zach. I have nothing for the net. It's been a fine day. I'm glad that everything's going well. K0GUN will be clear.
Very good. Thanks for checking in, Gordon. Pleasure to have you. And hopefully we'll hear from you again next Tuesday. Next on the NetLogger list is Kilo Echo 6 Golf Alpha Echo. David, how are you?
Oh, Zach, we're doing pretty good. Thank you for running the net. Don't have a whole lot for the net tonight. Just thought I'd get in here to get some numbers in for you guys. Hopefully within the next week or so, I will actually have my GP9 up, so I can hear a lot better, and also hopefully start getting into your guys' D-Star review. All right, not a whole lot more, so we'll pass it back to Net Control, K6GAE.
David, well, we appreciate you checking in with us tonight, and hopefully we hear from you again next week. That brings us to the end of our NetLogger check-ins. We'll now begin taking over-the-air check-ins. We'll start with short-time, low-power, or mobile check-ins. Please call now. Whiskey 0, Zulu Alpha Charlie.
And I hear the ID, and that's good for me to check in. KD0COR, they're Mobile HT in Mount Vernon.
Kilo 5 Tango Uniform X-Ray Mobile Aurora. No comments for net.
AB0 UAK
Richard from Cassville, currently mobile. Well, I'm almost home, but no comments for the net. Have a good evening, guys. K6RDJ.
AE0, DGB. Hello, Zach. In Missouri.
All right, let's hold it up right there. We'll go back up toward the top. I missed a couple. There was a double in there. We'll go back to the top of the list and start with KD0COR. Zach, how are you this evening?
Well, hello, brother-in-law. It's good to talk to you on the net. You're doing a fine job. I'm doing fine this evening, Zach. Just for your information, I did copy that double in there. That was Rich, KB0RGW here in Mount Vernon, old friend of mine. It's good to hear you, Rich. I'm saying hello to you, and I heard Gordon in there earlier, K0GUN. Hello to you too, Gordon. Good to hear you guys. Zach, I'm doing fine this afternoon. It was a busy day at work today. Had a lot going on. I had to repair 2 boilers today, and got out on the roof and did a little bit of work. It was nice today, so the sun was out. Beautiful day today. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow for the pre-Thanksgiving day. You know, we in the Weldon house we start eating a little bit on Wednesday, and then by the time Friday comes, we don't eat nothing through the weekend. We're pretty full, so no, everything's going great. For all those on the net that hadn't known, Zach may have announced it, or I think Bob may have said something on the net last time. My wife has thyroid cancer, and I appreciate all the prayers, the cards, and the phone calls from everybody. I got a few calls from people that are in our club and everything, and emails. So I want to tell everybody thank you for my wife as well. She's very thankful for the prayers and everything. An update: she is doing much better. She's feeling good today. She was able to eat more today, and she's fighting this. She's a strong fighter. So appreciate all you guys' thoughts and prayers on that. Zach, I don't have much more for the net. Thanks for running the net. You sound good. Hope I'm making it into the repeater. Whiskey 0, Zulu Alpha Charlie. This is Kilo Delta 0, Charlie Oscar Romeo. Zach here, down the block from you in good old Mount Vernon, Missouri.
Very good, Zach. Thanks for checking in tonight. Appreciate you stopping by to give us the update on Alicia. Glad everything is going well. And sound like a pretty rough day at work there, eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's nothing for me, man. It's just an everyday thing, you know. When you're an HVAC guy, you're always under the gun, and there's always something broke and something needs fixed right now. Actually, something needed fixed yesterday, but it seems like it's right now, so.
Yep, I hear you. We had 9 employees out at my place yesterday, and only 8 employees out today. So a pretty rough start to the week for me, too. Zach, thanks for checking in tonight. We'll say 7-3 and jump down to our next on the list, K5TUX. John, you got any comments for the net tonight?
Yeah, good evening, Zach and everybody else on the net. Just comment that NetLogger always has my name as John. My name is Russ, Romeo Uniform Sierra Sierra. Because I don't like my first name. I guess my parents didn't either because they never called me by it. But that's all I have. I'm just mobile on my way from Aurora back to Mount Vernon. Nothing else for a net. Have a good evening. It's K5TUX Mobile.
Alrighty, Russ. Yeah, and sure enough, it does say John. So I will make a note of that. Hopefully we'll get you right next time. Russ, thanks for checking in with us tonight. Appreciate you being there, and feel free to stop by anytime. Tuesday nights at 7. We'll say 7-3 and jump down to the next on the list. And I hope I copied this one correctly. KB0UHA. Craig, is that correct?
I think it's RHA.
Yes, KB0RHA,
Romeo Hotel Alpha, Rich, Mount Vernon. And just for info that all the people that know the family here, I lost my wife a month ago, pancreatic cancer. Stage 4 was non-operable, and she passed in her sleep. So we're trying to dust everything off and kind of get back on the air and reacquaint myself with everybody. Echo 8, KU0, DGB.
Got you there, Jimmy. You'll be next up here. Rich, thanks for checking in tonight. Good to hear you there. Hope I get to meet you at the next club meeting. And our deepest condolences for the loss of your wife. That's not an easy thing. Good to hear you here on the radio. Feel free to hop in every Tuesday night at 7. And again, the club meeting coming up on the 10th at 6 p.m. at the Happy House.
Roger that. I'll try to make it, and I may even try to drag my son along.
Very good. We look forward to seeing you, or meeting you, in my case, in the case of a few others new to the club. Well, anywho, thanks for being here, Rich. Look forward to hearing from you again. We'll say 7-3 and jump down to our next check-in, K6RDJ. Rich, how are you?
Well, good evening, Zach. I'm actually about 5 or 6 blocks from the house, so I may be falling out of what I can hit on the repeater there. But, yeah, today wasn't too big of a day for me. I just made a trip up and seen Bob and Harriet and took care of a couple things while I was in Aurora. And then came back to the house. Well, I'm headed back home now. I've wasted my afternoon anyway. Other than that, nothing new to report. So I'll say 7-3 to everybody, and my condolences to Rich on the loss of his wife. So 7-3 to all. We'll catch you later. Have a good rest of the night, Zach. K6RDJ.
Alrighty, Rich. Yeah, we're making it in just fine. Sounded good there. Thanks for checking in this evening. Good to hear you, and hope we hear you again next week. We got one more here at the bottom of the list, KE0DGB. Jimmy, how are you this evening?
He went to eat.
All right, well, we're keeping him in the list anyway. We heard the check-in. All right, so that brings us to the bottom of the list. We'll open it up again for more check-ins. Any over-the-air check-ins for the OARS net, please call now.
Kilo Echo 5 Alpha November Whiskey K5 ANW Daryl in Springdale, Illinois.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Hotel Oscar Delta KF0 HOD Bob and Boaz with negative traffic, over.
All right, we've got 3 more. We'll hold it up right there. Go up to the top of the list to KA0RM. Bob, how are you this evening?
Good. Been working on the screwdriver on my car there. Sean come over here and we talked about it a little bit. Sean, if you're listening, I got the controller lead run in that 174 run also. New mount and everything. Got it done just before the control net started. And if I wasn't hearing things, or Zach, that guy here, the third one around, I think he said Illinois. Got to be dreaming. Anyway, yeah, the club meeting, the 10th, Christmas party, and like I said, we'll have what they call it, Chinese Christmas there, $25 limit. And if y'all know what that is, it's a lot of fun. and 6 o'clock we'll eat, and then the meeting we'll have at 10, and that's election of officers. So looking forward to y'all be there, and especially Rich. You guys will enjoy Rich. That hasn't met him there. He's a good man. I've known him for quite some time, helping put up some antennas and all that kind of stuff, and been missing him. Been missing you, big boy, and we'll be glad to see you. That's about it, I think, here. Unless anybody got any questions, Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike.
Very good, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Always good to hear you. We will catch you at the upcoming meeting. We'll drop down to the next check-in here, and if I copied correctly, it's KE5 Alpha November Whiskey. I believe that's Daryl, correct?
Yes, sir. You need to drop the E. It's just K5ANW. Everybody around Springdale and Northwest Arkansas calls me Mr. Root Beer, or just plain old root beer. I really don't have anything for the net. This is my second check-in with you last week, and this time around, I'm pretty impressed with your repeater. It works really well in Springdale. Over.
Gotcha, Daryl. K5ANW. Got that in the notes here. Yeah, we appreciate you being here, and it's quite impressive that we're able to reach you all the way down there. That's a pretty good haul from Freistadt to Springdale.
Yes, sir, it is. The nice thing is, it's full quieting. I am using a GP9, and it's up about right at 55, 58 feet, right in there somewhere. And I am really seriously impressed with this repeater. Like I said, it does a wonderful job for you. So congratulations on that.
Very good. Well, you're welcome to jump in anytime. There's usually a group on here, just a rag chew of an evening or anytime during the day. So look forward to hearing from you. Keep it in your memory and keep the scan on. Be happy to speak to you anytime. Thanks for checking in this evening. We'll jump down the list to the last. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the list here. KF0. Excuse me, KF0HOD. Bob, how are you this evening?
KF0HOD. Doing well, Zach. Thanks for asking, and glad to hear everybody on the net, and equally glad to be heard. Again, your repeater's doing a fantastic job locally here and out into the region, and it's opening up a lot of people to introduce themselves and become more involved, as I am, in the region a little further west, and also with the startup with the D-Star system is just fantastic, and worked a couple of bugs out of my radio that I didn't realize were there. So certainly do appreciate having the resource available and checking in. I'll be glad to check in any other time, and you'll hear me on and off the frequency pretty regularly. KF0HOD. Back to you, Zach.
Very good, Bob. Well, we appreciate you being here. Feel free to stop by any time and see what's happening on the OARS repeater. Yeah, it is working wonderfully well. I think we're all just tickled pink with it. Hopefully it brings some new life to the club and spices things up a bit. Again, Bob, thanks for checking in. We'll say 7-3, and of course invite you back for the net next week as well. We're down to the bottom of the list. We'll ask for more over-the-air check-ins. Any check-ins for the OARS net, please call now.
OQV, Whiskey Bravo 0, Oscar, Queen Victor, Jim in Marionville.
0ZZV, Wayland and Ozark.
All right, let's hold it up right there. Wayland, could you come back with your call sign? I did miss that one.
Kilo Echo 0 Zulu Zulu Victor KE0ZZV.
Alrighty, we got her that time. Thank you, sir. We'll hop up to the top there with WB0OQV. Jim, how are you this evening?
Oh, doing fine, Zach. Good to hear you. And good to hear everybody on the net. I thought I'd at least get my 2 cents in, since sounded like was trying to up the check-ins. Not much here. Spent the day installing a new version of Ham Radio Deluxe. At least that wasn't too bad. And I put up a 160-meter dipole, and that's been a challenge. But other than that, not much else today. I was going to ask Zach, exactly where's the repeater? I never did ask anybody. Over.
You betcha. The repeater is on the Highway Patrol Tower southeast of Freistadt. If I recall correctly, it's about a mile and a half south and another, 3/4 a mile back to the east there.
Okay, is it on H or is it on W?
I believe it's H. I don't know the roads too well. Just straight south of Freistadt, and then you hook it back east on the first gravel road.
Just off W. That's where it was. Okay, well, I won't keep it. Thanks for doing the net tonight. Good to hear everybody, and hope you all have a good Thanksgiving. W0ZAC, WB0QV.
Again. All right, Jim, thanks for checking in. Pleasure to hear you, and hope we catch you again next Tuesday. We'll jump down to the next check-in here. Kilo Echo 0 Zulu Zulu Victor. Waylon, how are you, sir?
Doing good. I think this is probably my first time checking in on this net. Ironically, I was searching YouTube for some videos, and I saw this the video going, so I turned on my radio here in the living room, and that's when I checked in. Are you guys linked to other repeaters, or am I talking directly to the repeater down there in, I guess, the Monette area?
Hey, that's very cool, very cool. Wes will be glad to know the live stream picked somebody up in real time this week. No, this repeater is not linked. You are talking directly to the repeater right there south of Freistadt.
That's nice, considering I'm at an apartment here in Ozark, just east of the Walmart, and I got a Slim Jim hanging out of my balcony, and just I'm running a basic Anytone mobile radio right now, just the basic stuff, so I guess that's good news.
Yeah, very good. You're getting in just fine. Not the cleanest signal. There's a little static in behind you, but you're totally readable. Caught every word of that. Waylon, we appreciate you checking in with us. Feel free to stop by every Tuesday night at 7. We'll be right here. And if you felt inclined to come to a club meeting, you're welcome to do that as well. That's the second Saturday of every month at the Happy House over in Aurora. Waylon, you got anything else for the net before we go on and ask for more check-ins?
No, I think I'll be clear on your final, but yeah, I'm going to mark this for, check-in time, and I'll let my brother know as well, which he's a ham radio operator, so I'll let him know here in just a second so he can kind of check in too. I'll let him use my good 17-foot tram antenna up there where he lives in Springfield, so I know he'll get into it, so I'm sure he'll check in by next week, so thank you once again, clear on your final.
Alrighty, Waylon, we appreciate you checking in with us tonight. We're down to the bottom of the list here, and we'll open it up for more over-the-air check-ins. When you check in, please space your call, give your call sign phonetically, and then the regular way, along with your name and location. So how about it? Any more check-ins for the OARS net? Please call now. Whiskey 0, Zulu Alpha Charlie.
Check, Zach.
Kilo, Quebec, 0, Quebec. AQ0Q.
Lance in Springfield. But no crap.
All right, we'll hold it up right there. We had a recheck from Bob, KA0RM. Come on in, Bob.
Yeah, you said Aurora Happy House. It's actually Monette, and it's just west of W Highway up there, probably a quarter or less.
Yep, thanks for catching that. Slip of the tongue. Happy House in Monette. Good call, Bob. All right, we had one new check-in on that round, KQ0Q. Come on in there, Lance. How are you this evening?
Oh, I'm doing good. Signal strength is a little better tonight than it has been on other nights, but anyway, I assume I'm making the trip okay, and yeah, you got a good repeater, and the improvements you've made have been great, so, and yeah, it's pretty good net too. Enjoy it. There's another one going on at the same time, so I try to juggle, but I've never been coordinated. But anyway, hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving and got everything ready to go. I know it can be stressful, and I hope it's not for all of you. So back to net from KQ0Q.
Alrighty, Lance. Well, thanks for checking in with us. This might be your first check-in with me. Have you been on our net before?
I think so, yeah. I know I've talked on the repeater a couple of times, yeah, and I think I've checked in once or twice. I think I checked in with Wes, so anyway, yep. But I'll try to make a note of it and do it, every week if possible.
All right, sounds wonderful. Well, we look forward to hearing from you again next week, and thank you for being here tonight. We'll say 7-3 and open it up one more time for more over-the-air check-ins. Any check-ins for the OARS net, please call now.
Zero RWD, Kilo Zero Romeo Whiskey Delta, Ron in Cassville.
Okay, we got one more in there, K0RWD. Ron, how are you this evening?
Well, I had to go out of town, and then I got back, and I'm really gonna enjoy going to bed. So with that, I'll just move on down the highway. K0RWD.
All right, Ron. Well, good luck getting on to bed. Hope you have a nice, restful evening ahead of you. Thanks for checking in. Always good to hear from you, and we'll catch you later. We're at the bottom of the list again. We'll open it up one more time for over-the-air check-ins. Whiskey Zero, Zulu Alpha Charlie. Please call now.
K0DWD, Kilo Echo Zero DWD, Richard in Joplin.
Kilo Zero Lima Alpha Foxtrot, K0 LAF, Charlie in Republic.
Alrighty, we got two more there. Let's start with Kilo Echo Zero DWD. How are you this evening?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Had a nice warm day, good day to be out. Got a little cleanup done on the car that I needed to be doing, and I just thoroughly enjoying life, and I'm certainly enjoying you guys having this new repeater on the air. It's got a good footprint.
It absolutely does, yeah. You got a good, clean signal coming into us from Joplin, looks like. What part of Joplin are you in there?
I'm up in the northeast corner, probably about a mile south of the airport.
Very good. Well, it's sounding nice. Appreciate you being here, and hopefully we hear from you again next week. Got anything else for the net? Big plans for Thanksgiving?
Oh, just wondering if you guys hit your 25 tonight.
Not yet. We got 19 so far, so maybe we'll drag this out for a minute and see who else jumps in. Well, thanks for checking in with us tonight. Always great to hear from you, and hope we catch you again next week. We'll jump down to the bottom of the list now. K0LAF. Charlie, how are you?
It's K0LAF. Good evening, Zach and everyone on the net. Just wanted to check in tonight and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. That's all I had.
All right, very well. We appreciate the check-in, and happy Thanksgiving to you as well. That brings us back down to the bottom of the list, so we'll open it up one more time for over-the-air check-ins. When you check in, please space your call. Give your call sign phonetically and then the regular way, along with your name and location. So let's see, any more check-ins for the OARS net? Please call now, W0ZAC.
Kilo Echo 0 Yankee Mike Z KE0 YMZ David Springfield.
Alrighty, we got one more there. That brings us up to 20. KE0 YMZ. David, how are you this evening?
Well, good evening, Zach. I'm doing pretty well tonight. I was on the tablet surfing Google or YouTube and got to the end of YouTube and I set it down and I thought, it seems like there's something I should be doing, and so I came over here and fired this thing up. I thought I might have missed you guys, but you're still in here. I was glad to find you in here. So no traffic other than this hello and happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and I will turn it back to you. Kilo Echo 0 Yankee Mike Z.
Very well, David. Well, it's great to hear from you again. Thanks for checking in tonight, and happy Thanksgiving to you as well. We're back at the bottom of the list, so we'll give it one more shot. Are there any more check-ins for the OARS net? Please call now. Check-ins. Any more check-ins for the OARS net? Please call now. W0ZAC. All right, I think we'll call that a net. Tonight we had a total of 20 check-ins, including myself. Thank you to all stations who checked in this evening. We look forward to hearing from you again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. local time. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you got a great holiday coming up. Everybody can kick back and relax a little bit. We'll now close this net and return the repeater to regular amateur use. 73, W0ZAC, clear.